Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cup Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day, wherever you are around the world. And yes, it is now confirmed Alexis McAllister is officially a Liverpool player. Yes, it is an official. Here we go in that aspect of things. But yes, let me know how all of you are, chat, in the comment section down below. Of course, yes, it did get revealed, I think, 11 o'clock this morning. Of course, I wasn't around, unfortunately when the news broke. I was hoping and praying it'd be a bit later on in the afternoon, but again, nevertheless, Alexis McAllister is a Liverpool player. Let me know all of you are in the comment section down below how you're feeling as well. Of course, we'll mention and talk about all the details as well concerning Alexis McAllister. And again, now Liverpool looking like they're meaning business this time round compared to 12 months ago in the transfer window. Anyway, but again, guys, if you're new around here as well, then please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button as well. It's very much appreciated as always. Again, get as many reds in you as possible. And of course, we'll speak on Alexis McAllister as well. We'll quickly get up the article piece in a brief moment as well. But yeah, obviously huge news concerning Alexis McAllister, of course, so far this summer. But of course, look, it's so good getting him done and over the line as well. Anyway, but we will just jump straight into the chat then, guys, and get your guys' reaction as well. I know that a few people were in earlier. Of course, Maverick was in a lot earlier, saying the Mac has landed. Let's land some more. You never walk alone as well. Yeah, absolutely. Phenomenal bit of business in there from Liverpool. Hannah's in as well, saying this is great news. Excellent news, isn't it, Hannah? Good seeing you as well. Hello, great news about Alexis. Hopefully, more quality signings on the way, says John. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Again, hopefully Liverpool can get things done and dusted nice and early. It does look like that is the case for certain aspects of certain aspects of things, of course, for Liverpool. But again, hopefully, Liverpool can get the majority of the stuff done. And I think at the moment it looks like Liverpool are going to be doing that as well. But the club using the AI song in the announcement vid too as well. Yeah, no, that was smart marketing and smart play from Liverpool, of course. But look, again, it's a very catchy song, and I think it will be used very much so for Liverpool moving forward as well. Anyway, but we'll jump straight into it then, guys, as well, and we'll talk about Alexis McAllister being a red, of course. Absolute brilliant scenes in terms of, again, I think all of us were waiting all day yesterday for, of course, McAllister to be a red, of course. But Liverpool did tweet out, like I said, 11 o'clock, saying we have reached an agreement for the transfer of Alexis McAllister from Brighton on a long-term deal for an undisclosed fee. Of course, this was reported yesterday from Fabrizio Romano, saying, of course, the deal is around £35 million. Of course, that Liverpool have triggered in that aspect of things. Of course, Paul Joyce also adding to this as well, saying, of course, Alexis McAllister signs for Liverpool, fee officially undisclosed but understood to be 35 million as reported by Fabrizio Romano. And of course, there's been a bit of, I think, talk since this morning about the price tag. I believe that James Pearce did bring out an article on the Athletic saying that it is 35 million up front with add-ons taking it up to potentially 55 million, which again, that's only been said for a few people. I think, but even still, if it is around 55 million that Liverpool do get McAllister for in the end, I think again it's an excellent piece of business from Liverpool. But again, at the moment, 35 million upfront fee. Again, it's an absolute steal. I think for Liverpool, and I think just judging from Brighton supporters and what I've seen on social media, I think a lot of Brighton fans thought that they could have got around 60, 70 million for Alexis McAllister. But again, Liverpool are doing absolutely unbelievable business. And I think, again, if the price tag was around even 60 million, I think Liverpool would have got Alexis McAllister this summer because, what a hell of a player he is. Again, very versatile, can adapt to any system or any style that Liverpool want to go down next season. And I think that's the crucial point around it. And as well, we'll take a quick look, of course, concerning tactical wise in terms of what could Liverpool do next season. But yeah, of course, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well, and obviously please share out the video as well, guys. There's only 3 people, it says, at the minute as well, so again, if we can get more people in here, much appreciated as always. As well, the club using AI song in the announcement video. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it, Hannah? Hi, Colin, as well, says Bry, good seeing you as well, mate. As well, I don't know why my video isn't sharing as much as what it usually does. I don't know. But we'll jump straight through then to the announcement on Liverpool website as well, and have a look at what McAllister has said there as well. We'll quickly jump that on today. Of course, let me make that full screen for you guys, because for some reason, every time I do try and make a full screen to begin with, it doesn't do it as well. But as you can see there, yeah, of course, Liverpool complete the signing of Alexis McAllister. Of course, it does go on to say the 24-year-old has successfully completed his medical agreed personal terms to become the Reds' first signing of the summer. Of course, get your McAllister 10 shirts. Of course, he is going to be taking the number 10 shirt for Liverpool. I will quickly see if I can make this bigger for you guys as well, so it's better for you to read as well as me. There we go. But of course, McAllister will arrive at Anfield less than 6 months on from helping Argentina win the World Cup in Qatar last December, capping a high impressive season with Brighton. The midfielder told Liverpool.com, "It feels amazing. It's a dream come true. It's amazing to be here, and I can't wait to get started. I wanted to be in from the first day of pre-season, so it's good that everything is done. I'm looking forward to meeting my new teammates. It was a fantastic year for me. World Cup, what we have achieved with Brighton, but now it's time to think about Liverpool and try and be a better player and a better human being every day." Of course, obviously you can go and watch the full interview on, of course, LFC.com, and of course it just goes through McAllister's obviously achievements. Obviously, McAllister moved to Anfield, come from 3.5 successful years at Brighton, and of course, obviously making his Premier League. Obviously, he's made 112 appearances on the South Coast, of course, 98 of which come in the Premier League as well, and of course getting 20 goals for Brighton, of course, and obviously it does go on as well to go on and say, of course, saying he added, "Since I won the World Cup, I said I wanted to win more trophies, and I think that this club will help me to do that. That's the aim. When you are a big club like this one, you have to become and win trophies. So that's why I wanted. That's why I wanted. Since I arrived here, I can see how big this club is. The players we have, the staff, everyone. I'm really pleased. I'm looking forward to playing for this club as well." And of course, you can get me a McAllister 10 shirts as well right here, right now. Of course, on obviously I'm doing marketing there for Liverpool as well. Obviously, FSG will absolutely love that for me doing that as well. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts as well. Obviously, McAllister. I think, look, yeah, it's a very good deal. Like I said, £35 million. Could be rising up to 55 though, judging from the general consensus as well. I think obviously, like I mentioned, not Neil Jones, sorry. Of course, James Pearce bringing up as well that in terms of what Liverpool are going to be getting as well in terms of the player. Of course, can play as a 6, as an 8, as a 10. And I think again at the moment, if Liverpool do stay with this new style, if Liverpool do want to continue to play this style of 4-2-3-1, and not 4-2-3-1, sorry, 3-4-3, 4-3-3 hybrid formation, again, I think Alexis McAllister will do very well in that aspect of things. I think again, if I look at this stat here now as well, saying again among players in the that played 1,000 plus minutes in the 22-23 Premier League season, Alexis McAllister was the only player to average 2+ shots, 2+ tackles, and 50+ passes per 90 all rounder as well. Again, I think whatever Liverpool need, I think from Alexis McAllister next season. Again, I think he'd be 100% reliable for that. I think people have mentioned in terms of Gini Wijnaldum player. Yeah, I think Alexis McAllister fits that bill. No matter what Liverpool need, whether or not if you need him to play alongside Trent in the double six, or whether or not you need to play him on the left or the right, I think look, either way for Liverpool, it will be very much so the fact that Liverpool move on, and of course we'll use the experience from McAllister, of course, being very versatile for both Argentina and Brighton, in a good sense as well, and how and it's been like forever that we've mentioned in terms of Liverpool not having a player that could do that recently. Of course, Jordan Henderson is like obviously he can be versatile in the midfield depending on what we need, but in terms of a player that can be excellent at about three or four things in the midfield, we haven't had that since Genie Wijnaldum. That can do everything. In that aspect of things anyway, but let me know your guys' thoughts as well in the comments down below as well. I don't think the video's reached out anyway. It says one person's in the chat as well, so again, apologies if it hasn't reached people's boxes as well. Great bit of business as well, says Bri. Yeah, absolutely. John's in here as well. I can't see John's comments. World Cup winner, Premier League proven, can play everywhere in the midfield. 35 million is ridiculous value as well. Yeah, no, it is absolutely. I think judging from, what people have said, obviously Brighton fans have going off of as well. They've said that they were shocked that it was 35 million. But I think what Brighton fans need to consider, and I think what everyone needs to consider as well, is that McAllister was on a free this summer. Before the World Cup, he was going to be a free transfer, and this is why they did what they did. Like again, McAllister's team and Brighton behind the scenes as well. They went, okay, we'll do a contract for you, and of course it will set a low-ish release clause, which of course it looks like that is the case. But even now, if it is, of course, because Liverpool have said it's undisclosed, Liverpool have said also as well that there's a few things that we don't know about in that aspect of things as well. I think it'll be interesting to know over the next couple of weeks and days to know the workings of it. Of course, if it is add-ons, if it is certain aspect of things as well, where we talk about maybe appearances, it might be trophies, it might even be Liverpool qualifying for the Champions League. If it is add-ons from 35 million, but even still, I think it's 35 million guaranteed. We know that for a fact. It's whether or not there is add-ons in that aspect of things. Again, even if it is 55 million, I think it's still one hell of a steal for Liverpool. And yeah, no, of course we're gonna be live now. Talk about McAllister. Of course, we're also gonna be live as usual 9 o'clock. Of course, we're gonna be speaking about what's next now for Liverpool. This transfer window. I'll try and hopefully see if I can get a couple of people on to talk about it as well. But yeah, that's I think the big question now. What is next after Alexis McAllister and Liverpool? I think look, again, I don't want to move too far ahead from McAllister. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think McAllister again, when you get a feeling of signings, like again, I think Darwin for me last year was again I was massively impressed. Liverpool got Darwin Núñez last season. Same with Thiago as well. But I think Alexis McAllister is certainly one that has been very, very quick. Of course, that I haven't got the clip up, but I know the Brighton supporter or the Brighton Athletic reporter, of course, the one that came out and said that he wouldn't be joining a non-Champions League club. Look how that worked out. Of course, I think he's even come out and said that no Champions League club wanted a bid for McAllister yet, which good for Liverpool. But also as well, it looks like McAllister himself turned down a lot of teams. I think Chelsea, Newcastle got mentioned. Manchester United got mentioned as well. He wanted to join Liverpool and he wanted to work under Jurgen Klopp. And again, we speak about, and this was, I think, where a lot of people's concerns were after we got the Europa League football, that was confirmed. The fact that people were like, oh, like how much of a pull is Liverpool? It's a massive pull for Liverpool Football Club to get, again, a World Cup winner, a 24-year-old World Cup winner, very versatile midfielder in a market that is after midfielders. Again, it just shows like Liverpool hold a power and hold a pull to get quality players in. And I think it's just the start of the summer. Again, Liverpool don't want to mess up as what they did last year. And I think, again, Liverpool will push for more signings in the next week. But again, I want to speak more about that later on. I want to talk about Alexis McAllister. But we'll quickly, of course, I want to quickly get up, of course, the tactic side of things and what Liverpool could potentially do as well. Anyway, I want to quickly, let me get the Liverpool tactic sheet up that we've got. That's not how you spell Liverpool, Connor. I spelled it with like 3 O's then. To be fair. But yeah, again, guys, let me know your thoughts as well. But yeah, I think look, it's going to be a fun couple of weeks, I think, in terms of the transfer window. But again, McAllister, again, what a signing! Just what a signing for Liverpool, anyway. But what else we have? Look up an amazing value. Oh, there we go. I can see John's comments. I don't believe there's any add-ons as well. We'll have to see. I don't think there's. Again, if there is, sure, why not? Same here, John. Read that it was 35 million clause. Won't be add-ons to release clause if that's true as well. Yeah, well, hopefully. Anyway, that's the hopeful dream. Anyway, of course. But what else we got? He could be our pen taker too. Scored 6 last season. Yeah, free kick and pen taker. If Trent on the pitch or Mo on the pitch, absolutely. Christian saying Vamos, Alexis 1 done. Hopefully more to come as well. Yeah, fingers crossed, Chris as well. Good seeing you as well. John saying great to get the first one in now. We need at least another 5 or more. Bloody hell, John. Total signings, yeah. I think midfielders now. And then we need at least another 3. Maybe, or at least 2. Sorry, at least 2, 3 hopefully. So 4 midfielders in total. Anyway, but 35 million add-ons. Jesus Christ, we are incredible at doing this as well. Probably the best team in Europe for doing it as well. Of course, because I will quickly get up a tweet as well from David Lynch. Of course, what he come out and said. Of course, the structure side of things as well. There we go. Julian Ward credited with doing a lot of the legwork to get Alexis McAllister to Liverpool. However, his handover to Jorg Smekti, again, apologies if I butcher his last name, or Smekta, sorry, is now complete, and the German is set to take the lead on transfers across the remainder of the summer as well, which of course is good news in that sense as well. But yeah, for me, I think it's going to be interesting to know whether or not Liverpool, if Jorg now will take full on charge in terms of, again, the negotiations of that sense as well. But yeah, no, I think look, it's the fact that Liverpool now will move, I think, quickly now. I think obviously I want to speak about it more tonight, but obviously I think there's already been conversations of course, I think David Lynch and I think Paul Joyce mentioned 2 or 3 midfielders that got spoken about, but yeah, no, absolutely. What else we have? Conor Romano, hello Luke or Ricky. I think it's Ricky. Ricky, I want an apology, lads. If it is Ricky, I want an apology off you. Because Ricky, if anyone doesn't know, did say that McAllister was going to Man City. Ricky, I want an apology, Ricky, I want an apology, mate. Anyway, but the common denominator on who players want to play for equals the manager. It doesn't matter about European football. We will always have that pull. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we have the pull. You told us, lad. I know we have the pull, but just judging on general consensus and judging from, on what people go on about, again, like you get rival fans going, well, they haven't got Champions League football. It's like Jurgen said, like if a player, if Ali even turned around and went, oh, I don't want to play for Liverpool anymore because we're not in Champions League, he'd drive them to the airport and sell them straight away. Like that's an easy thing for the club. Again, you play for the club, you play for the badge. It doesn't matter what competition you're in. Again, it's an opportunity for Liverpool to win the Europa League next season. I look how bloody it is Luke, by the way, as well. But no, yeah, again, absolutely. I'm going to move there up before it be on screen. Okay, Rob, no problem. As well. Of course, message me as well, Rob, as well. Cheers, Jeff. For God's sake. Jorg should be in Germany right now getting Kone done as well. That's the next one. I think Turami will be done first though, because I think Kone's an easy deal. But being perfectly honest as well, we want these lads there on the first day back as well. Yeah, absolutely. We all need an apology from Ricky if that's what he said. He did say it. I don't want him saying that he didn't. He did say it. So, Luke, Luke, I want confirmation of you as well. Ricky said this. He said Liverpool wouldn't get McAllister and he'd go to Manchester City. Like I said, I've got the recordings. I've got the recordings. Anyway, of course, he's gonna get scared about that. Hopefully, great hope for many more as well. Says Mark. Luke saying no. York Smector is in charge. Is in charge. We are getting Ward-Prowse, Tillmans, and Barnes. Are you mad? Have you seen the price tag on James Ward-Prowse today? 52 million for Ward-Prowse. Are you mad? Like, get in the bin. Get in the bin. Cheers, Jeff, as well. We'll finish above Arsenal, Man United next season. Yeah, I think if we get two midfielders in now from McAllister as well in terms of midfield. I mean, like quality first, you know, Turam and Kone. If we get them two, I'd say competing back with City, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I still think we need a six, though, if I'm being perfectly honest. I do think Liverpool need a number six, considering the fact that, I just don't think Liverpool can you rely on Fabinho? Can you? I'm, I'm not sure. Personally, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll have to see as well. Sorry if I do look like a beetroot as well at the minute. Again, for some reason on my camera I look really red, but when I look over to the laptop, I look pale. So again, I apologize if I look pale or like a tomato as well. But yeah, no, I believe that as well, Bri as well. To be fair, but Justin, something remember starting next season, top five get Champions League. But for teams without European history, yeah, no, that's true. It's the new system. Again, it's weird, isn't it? How next year's Champions League works. It's ridiculous. Big up Connor as well. Hello Panov as well. Obviously, I did see you earlier on in obviously Luke and Ricky's chat and in Jack's chat as well. I was in both earlier on as well. But how are you, Brian and Panov as well? We missed out on big teams on a big time on Ugarte. I won't mind Lavia, to be honest. Definitely need a CDM. I don't want Lavia, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm not I'm not high on him, if I'm being perfectly honest. If the club was, if Jurgen decided to go, yeah, we want Lavia at the club, sure. Like again, I back Jurgen Klopp to choose the right thing and do and get the right midfielders in. But yeah, I think there's something there with Florentino Luis, is it from Benfica? But again, you're talking 120 mil on that deal because, of course, he has a release clause for Benfica. But yeah, I wouldn't suspect there's going to be anything more in that. I'd be surprised if there was. But yeah, no, I think that there's a certain aspect of things as well, though, chat. I think that when we look at Liverpool, if we can get an ounce of the Fabinho back that we did get, I even think that obviously I was watching the video that Euro Expert put out yesterday on Manuel Kone, and I think if Liverpool was to play this 3-4-3, Kone could definitely play as a as a six alongside Trent. The only problem is with it though as well, you do leave yourself a bit vulnerable in that sense. You don't have again Kone is good defensively, but he's not a sitting number six. Then he's a very much a playmaking number six. So basically, I think with Manu Kone, it would be brilliant if we had Fabinho next to him, like similar like what we've done through the years with Thiago next to Fabinho, and then of course Kone can be that creative player for Liverpool. But I just have a feeling Liverpool are going to go back 4-3-3, if I'm being honest with you guys as well. I think that the overall feeling is that Liverpool can interchange between the 4-3-3 and the 3-4-3 for next season. I think if we do sign Thuram, we do sign Kone. I think again you could probably set up a midfield three of Fabinho, Alexis McAllister on the right and Manuel Kone on the left. If you're going to play the 3-4-3, again, McAllister can play left or right. Thuram can play further forward, and so on as well. But yeah, I think it's weird, isn't it? How Liverpool might or might not do things next season. But again, I can't wait. That's the thing with me. I can't wait for Liverpool to finally get back from pre-season, play the first couple of pre-season games, and we could possibly see what Liverpool have planned for next week as well. Anyway, but Jay is in as well. Of course, big up Jay as well. Big thank you for popping in, mate. As well as saying big up. Big up. Thought it might have been later, but glad it's done on the next day as well. Yeah, again, yesterday was awful, wasn't it? Because everyone was waiting. And then just before the Europa League final, it was like, oh yeah, Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool are doing it tomorrow. It's like brilliant. We've just wasted a whole day waiting for McAllister news as well. Anyway, but congrats on 1K as well. Thank you, Jay. As well, yeah, we are now monetized, I think, now as well. So big thank you to all of you guys as well for the support. Yeah, I think that was confirmed yesterday, I think, or the day before. So maybe we might be doing memberships. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have a look into it for you guys as well. But yeah, no, obviously we'll be doing obviously more things and that of course. But just in general, obviously, I want to I want to up the production a lot more. I want to do a lot of it, things with you guys as well. But yeah, no, it's obviously, again, I didn't think, I've said this before in previous videos, I didn't think 1K people would subscribe and listen to me talk utter nonsense about Liverpool Football Club. And again, generally, massively thank you for all the support on the channel as well. And just as usual, listening to me ramble most of the time. Anyway, but again, look, again, Alexis McAllister to Liverpool. I've said it to you guys that, again, for me, he was an excellent sign, an excellent choice as well for Liverpool moving forward. But yeah, I'm just glad that Alexis, as I like to call him, Macca, because that's what we call him, chat as well. Let me know what are we calling Alexis McAllister? Are we calling him Macca? Are we calling him Big Mac? Macca 10 or Mac 10, I think, is the one that's been flowing around on Twitter as well. I don't like that one, if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts as well. Anyway, I want to quickly, sorry, chat, I want to quickly check something. Is that true? Yeah, it is true. Liverpool's women are back at Melwood as well. That's going to be interesting as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts as well. But yeah, big up Jay as well. I have to get you on as well, Jay, for a video. Obviously, that's Jay's link as well. Thank you, Mark, for that. Mark Forrest, big up, mate, as well. How you doing, Jay, as well? Good, thanks. Waiting on a call, avoiding that mess next door. Lol. I don't know what that's implying. Who do you think is our next target? Kefren Thuram, my opinion. I think Kefren Thuram is the next one for Liverpool. No chance we go 3-4-3 in my opinion. Klopp will always defend in a 4. Trent will keep doing what he's doing from right back. No need to lose a midfielder to put Trent further forward when he's doing that. Now, I don't mean Liverpool are going to move to a 3-4-3. I mean in transition. Liverpool are going to be moving around in that. So again, it will start as a 4-3-3, but throughout the game, it's going to change into a 3-4-3, if that makes sense. Anyway, hopefully that did make sense. In my head, it made sense. To you guys, it might not have made sense. But we move on. Of course, obviously, Jay, big up, mate, as well. Jackson as well. Hello, Jack. Of course. Who's next signing Colin as well? Again, Kefren Thuram. I will say Kefren Thuram. now is the next one for Liverpool. Afternoon Jack. Justin, seems like we're in advanced talks with Vega. It seems as well. He's another one. Again, obviously, like I said, for people just tuning in as well. Again, we're going to do a show tonight like we normally do, 9 o'clock. We're going to speak about what's next for Liverpool after Alexis McAllister. Don't really want to, move on too quickly on McAllister, of course. But again, I want to discuss with you guys, and obviously I'll try and see if other people will come on as well and discuss realistically on what is next now for Liverpool moving forward. We go after midfielder next. We go after defender. Basically who is next for Liverpool as well. Pick up chat as well. Vega going to Napoli as well, says Daryl. I haven't seen that one, if I'm perfectly honest. Maka as well, says Bry. Yeah, I'm going to call him Maka. You're getting around today, Jack Lol as well, says Banov. Anything but Mac 10. Yeah, I don't know why Mac 10's been being more snint, but Maka for me. Melwood, yeah, Liverpool are repurchasing Melwood. For the women's team, which is good news in that sense. Probably should have happened to begin with. Again, I wonder how much they've actually bought it back for, because I think they sold the lot. Was it for 10 million? I think they sold it for. But again, I'm not entirely sure in that aspect of things as well. But I'm still hoping Rice is in the mix as well. No chance, Mark. Again, if the rumours are true in terms of Arsenal. Yeah, well, Brian has said, but he's going to Arsenal. If the rumours are true that they're waiting on 90 billion to give to West Ham, sure, give 90 million to West Ham for Declan Rice. He's not worth that much. Good player, and of course European winner now. Of course, more successful than Arsenal, to be fair, as well. But yeah, no, absolutely, it's not Liverpool's area to get Declan Rice. No chance. 3-2-2-3. I'd call it. Yeah, it's about that, isn't it? Bry as well, but Mickey van der Ven next could be very much so. I think he might be sorted as well. Nice one. I thought Melwood was already being built on. No, it was. I believe it was supposed to be, wasn't it? But I think was it Jamie Carragher and Robbie Fowler bought or they did something with it in terms of an academy. I think they started doing it. I don't know whether or not if that's still going to go on. Of course, I haven't seen in depth of what's happened. Of course, I just quickly looked at James Pierce's article piece and the headline of it. But yeah, of course, it's going to be in. I'm looking now. Yeah, Liverpool to create an elite training facility for Liverpool women at Melwood. So again, that's Liverpool tweeting out 42 minutes ago. As well. Yeah, Fowler Academy. Thank you, Jack, for that as well. Yeah, that's. I don't know whether or not if that's going to include. So if that's going to be included in with the women's facility as well. I don't know in particular, but hopefully it is in that aspect as well. But yeah, I think that's what it should have been done for anyway. For being perfectly honest. With you guys as well. But I think part of it was being done as well. Yeah, it might be. Again, I don't know the full story on that anyway. But we don't need to be blowing 90 mil on one player. We still need 3 more additions, in my opinion. Yeah. Again, but like I said, we're going to mention it more tonight in terms of, in terms of what's next for Liverpool. What do we do? What do we get next? And so on anyway. But just to quickly, we're going to quickly go through the tactical analysis anyway of what Liverpool could do next season as well anyway. But I want to quickly just jump through, of course, all the news around Alexis McAllister as well, what you guys have seen and what I've seen as well. Of course, what is going to be the icing on the cake now is, of course, the Alexis McAllister video. Of course, was it the signing day or the signing transfer that comes out as well? That's what's going to be interesting next in terms of that. I'm going to quickly get up the stream as well. How many likes are we on? We're on 20 likes, guys. If we can get to 30, we very much appreciate it as well. Didn't really set a target for the video as well, but of course we're gonna talk all of the news concerning Alexis McAllister as well. Of course, obviously Liverpool tweeting out 11 o'clock this morning, saying of course we've reached an agreement for the transfer of Alexis McAllister. Of course, we know the price tag. Of course, Fabrizio Romano, this was yesterday, or the day before, I think, saying Liverpool have signed Alexis McAllister for a £35 million. Obviously, the Reds have now triggered the clause in his contract. Of course, this was backed up this morning by Paul Joyce, of course, saying Alexis McAllister signs for Liverpool. Fee officially undisclosed, but understood to be 35 million as reported. As well, of course, David Lynch adding a bit more onto it as well, saying that Julian Ward credited with doing a lot of legwork to get Alexis McAllister to Liverpool. However, his handover to Jörg Schmechter is now complete, and the German is set to take the lead on transfers across the remainder of the summer as well. And of course, we spoke a little bit in terms of what could happen as well, in terms of why Liverpool have gone after Alexis McAllister. And of course, I think this stat in particular is a very good sign of why Liverpool have gone after Alexis McAllister. Of course, it does say among players that have played 1,000+ minutes in the Premier League last season, Alexis McAllister was the only player to have averaged 2+ shots, 2+ tackles, and 50+ passes per 90 in Premier League games as well. So again, a complete all-rounder for Liverpool. And again, I haven't really used this word as well. We've said plenty of times how much stats wise and looking at the player, how much he reminds, I think, everyone of an icon of a Gundogan. I'm just going to pronounce Gundogan's name wrong then, but yeah, a Gundogan for Manchester City, and look how well that's happened for them. We know Jurgen Klopp loved Gundogan at Dortmund, and I think I think it is a perfect Klopp signing. I think he is a perfect Klopp midfielder. If we're being perfectly honest with one another, and I think I can't wait. I genuinely cannot wait to see what Alexis McAllister can do for Liverpool in a red shirt, and just in general, just can't wait to see how he is for Liverpool. Anyway, but we're going to quickly have a look obviously tactics wise. Where's that done that then? Let me quickly get this off, guys. Give me a second. Quickly. There we go. So, obviously, this isn't my wasn't for it anyway, but let me quickly bring this on screen for you guys anyway, and what Alexis McAllister could bring towards Liverpool in terms of tactic wise. Now, obviously, for me, I would start Luis Diaz on the left for Liverpool, by the way. Of course, this does have Darwin Núñez on the left for Liverpool. But yeah, so we can quickly see on the right hand side, of course, and what obviously Trent would be bombing forward, but yeah, as you can see by there, what McAllister could bring at the moment to what Liverpool have at the present moment in time, being on that left hand side, being that operator. Of course, he was so well as well in the World Cup, where he was literally following Messi all of the time. So again, obviously you could put him in the 10, but they obviously move Bajcetic over. Obviously play a pivot of two. Obviously Trent could even move into the midfield, where you could even have, for example, like move Canate there, Virgil over, Robbo as that third centre half. Push McAllister up. Obviously, pretend Jordan Henderson's Curtis Jones in that aspect of things, and then you've got Bajcetic and then Trent, coming in inwards and working well. You've got then McAllister working, probably in the 10 roles and working in this space here, where normally you would have potentially, at the moment, you would have a Jordan Henderson doing that, or you would have a Curtis Jones doing that. Again, I think McAllister can do it both sides. So again, you can play on the left, can play as a right, could even play in the Stefan Bajcetic role as well for Liverpool. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts on what his best position could be for Liverpool as well. I think for me, I think as of right now, I think McAllister on the left seems like a conclusion. I think for Liverpool, I do think though if Liverpool do end up signing again Thuram and Kone, for example, I do see McAllister playing on the right hand side for Liverpool next season. But again, I think it's very obvious. It's very versatile. Again, Liverpool could play. I think could even go to a 4-2-3-1. Again, normal 4-3-3. The new hybrid role as well. There could be an option for him. To be fair, but again, I'm interested and intrigued to see what Jurgen will do with Alexis McAllister next season as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well. What else do we have? Read that comment out from Panav. Women's and the kids as well. Yeah, absolutely. Patrick's in saying Mac 10 absolutely steal the final missing piece in the new Ultimate Jigsaw. Welcome Alexis to Liverpool as well. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Again, like we said, 35 million, absolute steal for Liverpool this time round, of course. Justin says, Thuram reminds me of Ronaldinho when he's running with the ball and beats players, plus the physicality of Yaya Toure. We must get this one over the line, Connor. Yeah, I hope so, mate. Again, that's the dream. I think with Alexis McAllister, in terms of getting him in the not Alexis McAllister, sorry, in terms of Kefren Thuram. And yeah, I think again out of the two, I think Thuram is a bit more complicated than Kone, but again, I think with the right strategy and the right negotiations, I think Liverpool can get Thuram, again for I think 45 million. I think potentially for Kone, not Kone, for Thuram as well. So I gather it was £35 million deal for 5 years as well. That's what's being reported. So again, Joyce. So just to go through it, Joyce, Neil Jones, Fabrizio Romano, I think David Ornstein as well, has said that the price tag is 35 million. Now James Pearce and I believe the Brighton report of the Athletic as well has come out and said that it's 55 million. So it'd be 35 million upfront fee and then 55 million in add-ons. So again, the overall consensus of it, nobody really knows. I would still think it's 35 million pounds. But then I said earlier on, if it is 55 million, then look, I think I'm more than happy than Liverpool paying that much for that. But look, again, I think pretty much Liverpool, in my opinion, I think again it leaves the door open then for it leaves the door open for potentially Liverpool to work a bit more for Liverpool for different things in terms of price tag. Again, would Liverpool turn around and pay, if Liverpool got, for example, McAllister for 60 million, would we then push so much for Thuram and Kone as well? You'd hope so. And of course, we've said about Liverpool spending money, but I think now the fact that Liverpool didn't have to go over budget in terms of McAllister, it allows Liverpool now to fully go for Thuram, Kone, get the business done early. Because I think, again, and let me know your guys' thoughts as well. What is if Liverpool were to sign those three midfielders, for example, are they the midfield three for next season, or do we add a Henderson in the six or a Fabinho in the six, Thiago even potentially involved in that midfield? Harvey Elliott as well. Could Harvey Elliott play in the midfield three for Liverpool next season, starting? Of course, I think that's going to be interesting. Of course, for me, I think look, if they were to be the signings, I think it would be a midfield three of Thuram, McAllister. I think McAllister starts this season. I think there's no doubt about that. I think McAllister, touching wood, starts the season in midfield for Liverpool, and then it will be, who's alongside of him. Is it Fabinho? Is it Thuram? Kone even potentially in an 8 role? That'll be interesting to see, of course, as well. But yeah, again, it's brilliant bit of business from Liverpool as well. But the Mirror has 5 interesting lineup options for McAllister Connor: 4-2-1-3, 4-1-2-3, 4-1-4-1, 4-1-2-3, and 4-2-2 as well. Yeah, no, again, McAllister offers Liverpool something that we haven't had since Genie, in terms of we've got a midfielder now that can do everything, and not only do everything. It's not that I'm turning around and going, oh, he can just about do it. No, McAllister's level in terms of the quality, in terms of this when he plays the 6, when he plays the 8, even the 10. I even think McAllister could even push and probably play in the false 9 role for Liverpool. That for me is something Liverpool could definitely, like McAllister definitely could do. But again, it offers you that versatility in terms of Liverpool getting everyone. Like again, Liverpool could start the game with Kone, Thuram, and McAllister, and then Trent maybe moves into midfield, or Fabinho comes on. Thiago plays in Nate. McAllister moves inwards. Again, the options there are unbelievable for Liverpool. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to actually having a midfield that's reliable and can actually run and do the job and do the business, of course, anyway. But I have to see what else comes through the door as well, says Mark as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100% as well. I will quickly run through, of course, Alexis McAllister's Liverpool interview as well for you guys before we do head off as well. It's been going for nearly an hour, and of course we'll be live as well again later on tonight as well, speaking more McAllister and speaking about of course other targets as well for Liverpool, of course. But again, like we've mentioned, Alexis McAllister to Liverpool. Of course, it is complete and done now. Of course, Liverpool reached an agreement. Of course, just to quote McAllister again, saying it feels amazing. It's a dream come true. It's amazing to be here. I can't wait to get started. I wanted to be in from the first day of preseason, so it's a good that everything is done. I'm looking forward to meeting my new teammates as well, which of course is excellent news as well for Liverpool. Anyway, but let me quickly read the last few comments out any of the stream. I doubt Klopp would play all 3 of them together from the start. He likes to bend them in. So I'm pretty sure some of the old heads will be in the mix as well. Yeah, probably. Part of that. Again, I agree. But like, I'd love it if the first day just went right to McAllister, get in, and you're going to be starting for the Reds as well. That's what I hope would happen, of course. But yeah, no, absolutely. I think, look, the hopeful dream now, of course, will be the next one and the ones after, of course, as well. But hopefully now, obviously with Alexis McAllister done and dusted, we can move on to the next and hopefully keep on moving for the summer, of course. But yeah, Alexis McAllister is a red, and doesn't he look good in red as well anyway. But of course, we'll have to wait, I think, a month now. Obviously, no, we don't have to wait a month, of course, because Alexis McAllister will be in action for Argentina next week as well. Of course, I think he flies out on, or he's got to be in Argentina by the 10th of June as well. So again, won't be long before we see him playing for Argentina. But yeah, for Liverpool, I think is it the 12th of July? I think we're back in pre-season or back in training for pre-season as well. So again, only a month to wait for Alexis McAllister anyway. But big thank you to all of you guys as well for tuning in for tonight's after stream. Anyway, of course, on Alexis McAllister, we'll quickly read out Bob's comment as well, saying it. Let's go bargain. Also, congrats West Ham as well. Yeah, obviously West Ham winning the Conference League last night. Like I did say again, obviously, what is it? West Ham are a bigger European club than Arsenal, which is kind of funny, and Spurs to be fair, which is kind of funny in that aspect of things anyway. But of course, if there is anyone new just tuning in as well, then please hit that like button as well. Like I said, we'll be back at 9 o'clock tonight for more chat on Alexis McAllister. Of course, we'll be speaking. Hopefully, I have a couple of people on as well. Speak about Tura, maybe Kone, and just other bits and pieces that, of course, have come out today anyway, of course. And anything you guys have seen, of course, please do mention it later on as well. But yeah, if anyone's just tuning into this stream as well, of course, Alexis McAllister is now a red, of course, £35 million deal. It looks like that could be the final fee, but it could also be, an additional fee and then add-ons taken up to 55 million. But again, like I said earlier on, absolute bargain, an absolute steal for Liverpool as well. Anyway, but hopefully everyone's had a fantastic afternoon as well. Of course, it's been a good day for Liverpool, of course. And yeah, hopefully this is the start of many transfers this summer, of course. But again, I will be, live or near enough live to close when it happens, of course, as well. Why couldn't Liverpool have done this a bit later on? It would have been perfect anyway. But of course, nevertheless, I'm happy that McAllister is now a red anyway, and hopefully you guys are happy as well anyway. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it from us. If you're not yet subscribed, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to remind yourselves when we go live or post a video as well. But until next time, guys, well, until 9 o'clock anyway, I'll see all you guys later on. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. I'll see you all later on. Ta-ra.